All right, ladies and gentlemen, calculating average atomic mass. So, few definitions before we get started. AAM stands for average atomic mass. It's in AMU. AMU is an atomic mass unit. It's the unit of mass on the periodic table. So, for example, fluorine has an average atomic mass of 18.998 AMU, and oxygen an average atomic mass of 15.999 AMU, atomic mass units. We're going to be using the guess method of problem solving, where you write your givens, then your unknown, then the equation, then you substitute, then you solve. That's what I'm looking for when we turn things in. All right, so time to read the problem. Chlorine has two major isotopes, chlorine 35, which weighs 35 AMU, chlorine 37, which weighs 37 AMU. So chlorine 35 has a percent abundance of 75.77%, chlorine 37 a percent abundance of 24.23%. What is the average atomic mass of chlorine? Show all your working. And in the end, we will report to 2 decimal places. Now, the givens are chlorine 35 has a percent abundance of 75.77%. So, chlorine 35, the mass is 35 AMU. The percent abundance, which I will abbreviate with ABUN, is 75.77%. Chlorine 37 has a percent abundance of 24.23 AMU. So, chlorine 37, mass of 37, percent abundance 24.23%. So roughly 3/4 of it is chlorine 35, 1/4 is chlorine 37. So you can see that in the PhET simulation. The purple ones are the chlorine 35. That's approximately 75%. The green ones are the chlorine 37. That's approximately 25%. So your average atomic mass is going to be closer to 35 than it is to 37. All right, so next, the unknown. The unknown is almost always in a sentence that ends with a question mark. What is the average atomic mass of chlorine? So the unknown is the average atomic mass of chlorine in AMU. Average atomic mass of chlorine. All right, so there's the given we've done and the unknown. The equation is always the same. The equation is always going to be the percent abundance divided by 100 multiplied by the mass of the first isotope plus the percent abundance divided by 100 multiplied by the mass of the second isotope, and then continuing for however many isotopes that you have. Now for us, we only have 2 isotopes. So the average atomic mass of chlorine is going to be the percent abundance of 35, which is 75.77%, divided by 100, multiplied by the mass, which is 35 AMU, plus the percent abundance, 24.23%, divided by 100, multiplied by 37 AMU, and you're going to put it into your calculator exactly like that. You're going to hit the parentheses, 75.77 divided by 100, parentheses, parentheses, 35, parentheses, plus, parentheses, and all the way to the end where you will hit enter and it will give you your value. Now when I do that, I get the average atomic mass, the solution, right? Because E was the equation, S is substitute, B is solve. So this is where we substituted, yeah? 35 gets substituted into there, became 35. So when we solve, we get 35.4846. And remember, I want 2 decimal places. Here's my decimal, okay? So here's my first decimal place, here's my second decimal place, here's my third decimal place. So if I want to report to 2 decimal places, I need to check the number behind it. So I look at the 4. Is this greater than or equal to 5? The answer to that, of course, is no. So you do not round. Means that 8 stays exactly as it is. All right? So my final answer is going to be 35.48 AMU. Then I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it into the answer checker online. If the answer checker turns green, I'm good to go. If not, there's an issue of some kind. And remember, if you're working from home, off of this, you always have access to SkillStruck.